بعبء آخر من العمل.
I can't make it to the ceremony, by the way. But I'll not by the Jami al-Mansour after. The Sahib will be on duty at the bazaar.
Well met.
Nice to see you.
What is new from the workshop?
Be my guest. Seen enough?
Perhaps your skills could be applied here.
Take a look. Nothing else?
Have you devised any new
Here's what... Is that it?
Remarkable. My thanks for...
Farewell.
Basim! Join me on the roof!
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
Basim! I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabid, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool, a weapon. It can be used for good or ill. And the Order is...
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked...
I have heard rumors of this blasphemous contraption. They call it there.
The Order is experimenting on people. Lethally. I have stopped them for now. But someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be an informal gathering of... Go! Spy out this But if Fazil is guilty...
Before I act, I will be sure. Good to see you.
Well met.
May I see your wares?
Please, take a look. You feel the difference immediately. Will that be all?
I will be off then.
Be well.
Our scholars advise us that the signs point towards flooding on the banks of the Tijla this season. Please secure your homes and procure plaster in anticipation of necessary repair.
Greetings.
Welcome.
Let us see what you have got.
Plenty of stock. Is that all?
I must be on my way.
Be well.
ومجاري المياه إنها نعمة بالله أنا هذا
أنت
يلا!
احفظني من كل سوء. انظر عليها لحظة. سأحضر شرطيا.
Not yet.
Not yet.
ولأنواع الحريق of justice in الخلافة.
The symposium should be here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom.
غير معقول، لكن زيت العدسات قد قطعها.
Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniyya, the poet? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons, for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
The translator? Hunain, you should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
Wada'an.
I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something. These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders.
There is that poet Abid loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected places.
Yes?
Symmetry of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two.
You are most diplomatic.
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds. It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense. This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal. To leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
What see you, my friend?
العدسات لم يحضر أي التي نسمع بها.
That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it. Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more...
On which topic?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference...
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an. Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman. Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not...
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work. It is true. Fazil leads the order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down.
Where is it hiding? I wish to complain about the shortness of the lecture. I remain profoundly unedified.
Did you see the powerful terror on the great scholar's face?
He looked like somebody about to get his skull drilled.
How revolting.
Forget I mentioned it.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Show me everything.
أتعرف تلك المشكلة عن الحصص التموينية؟ يشق علي
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars?
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you. Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
You there, halt!
Was here. Huh? That's odd. Hold on!
You never know. What's that? Best stay sharp now.
Pay for your sins!
Hey, what's going on? What's that? Hold on!
Survey the area, Enkidu.
Hey! I'll nail bits of you. I'll finish you! He's pulling away!
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here. Safer too. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. It makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
Oh, I should mention, I won't be walking these streets much longer if I have my way. My brother... I think the people will be wrestling again this year. Something going on. Well, that was exciting. Not much of an investigator, are you? What's that then? Wait. Nothing but that.
Go in peace.
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here. Safer too. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
This key could be useful. I better not use my weapons here.
Gatekeeper, those who came before are...
What are you...
Those who...
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fossil's greatest work. I've lost Fossil's greatest work.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazl's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
What?
I'll dismember you slowly.
Hey!
What?
I'll silence you!
Hey! You catch that!
book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume. Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
Hey, what's going on? What?
Assaulting
Hold on! You're dead!
No! Pathetic! Time to mint the meat!
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book. I better not use my weapons here.
ذلك الطائر الآلي لي يقول إنه
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
هل يخدعني عقلي؟ لا حرج من لا تثر
ترك لنا كنزا عظيما.
Cast your gaze, Enkidu.
علم الحيل
نحتاج إلى تعقب الحركة والقياس في وقت واحد عن طريق الساعات.
مريحة عبقرية.
لا أدعي أنني قاضي. المسجد قريبا إلى هذه الدرجة.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
كانت المسيرة إلى المسجد أطول من المحتمل في مكاننا. كنا بمعزل هناك. كان ذلك كئيبا.
أوه، أتظن ذلك؟
An impressive volume. Written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is Those Who Came Before Are Those Who Shall Return. This has to be it. I better not use my weapons here.
لقد غادر هذا الصباح إلى مصر.
أول ما سأفعله غدا الذهاب
ماذا؟ مهلا.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
صدرات دائرة في حينا من أجل
مرة أخرى عمالقة ذوي الشعر الأصفر
المشكلة عن تقلبات الحصص.
Gatekeeper,
Those who came before are
those who shall return.
correct. You may proceed.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
What?
What's biting?
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
I don't belong here. Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares mess with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey. Why did the first... We call this, for beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance. And upon such... Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is...
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be... It is not how I remember it. Later.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings. The masters of memory.